Hello and welcome to my video on the January 2019 Algebra 2 Regents, question number 3. So here we see when factoring to reveal the roots of the equation x cubed plus 2x squared minus 9x minus 18 equals 0, which equations can be used. And there are 3 different choices, and then we have to figure out which of the 3 are correct. So to do this, I will perhaps just start by trying to factor. Since there are 4 terms, I would start perhaps just try to factor by grouping. So the first 2 terms, the GCF there would be x squared, and then we can pull out an x plus 2. And then the final 2 terms, the GCF there, we'd want to pull out a minus 9. Remember, if the leading term here is negative, always pull out that negative. And then we're left with x plus 2. And this still equals to 0. So this is a step in the process of trying to solve. And if you look at choice number 1 here, that matches this factoring. So this would be a correct equation that could be used to help with solving. So now if we continue the process of our factoring, as we've done, since x plus 2 is the same in both parentheses, we can pull out that x plus 2. And then we're left with x squared minus 9. And that equals to 0. And they didn't actually ask us for the answers. So in our process of solving, this is a step along in that process. And this here, if you notice, this looks very similar to choice 3 here, but it is technically not choice 3 because it says here x minus 2 and we have x plus 2. So choice 3 is not a proper equation that could be used. Now, to see if choice 2 is a correct and viable solution, I'm going to continue from where they're at here to continue the process of trying to factor. And if you notice, they're factor by grouping. They're doing factor by grouping in this process because in each parentheses we see the same factor of x squared minus 9. So as we do when we're factored by grouping and we have that same expression in our parentheses, we can pull out that x squared minus 9, and then what we're left with is x and plus 2. And that would be set equal to 0. And now, again, we're not trying to actually solve here. We're just trying to see, is this a correct equation? And when we compare this equation with the equation that I got when I did factor by grouping in our method, you'll notice they are the same. Multiplication is commutative, so it's okay to flip the order of the factors, and both these equations are correct, and both could be used to solve for the roots. So the answer to this question is choice number 1. Both these equations technically would ultimately can be used to help find the solutions for the roots. So I hope this video helped, and I hope you have an awesome day. Take care.